In this episode, I'm going to talk to you guys about the four-letter word that has brought me more success and achievement and just winning in my life. You're going to love this four-letter word. Let's get into it. I spent the last 14 years playing over 1,000 shows, touring 22 different countries, and become a top 40 Billboard charting artist. I fired my record label to go out on my own as an independent artist to market and release my own music, selling thousands of albums and millions of streams. The question I always get is, how did I do it without a label and sell even more music? This podcast is here to show you the way. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my music business and a loyal fan base. So hey guys, just going for my walk here as I normally do, and I just launched my Kickstarter. Boom, 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 and really excited to get it out. Nervous. Literally, we just sent it out to 633 pre-order pledgers who had previously supported one of my other campaigns. And it's interesting, whenever I do a campaign before, it's nice to have all those emails of all those people that supported, because the open rates are huge, the click-through rates are huge, and it's just, you get the best response. And it literally just went out, and so it's so nerve-wracking. It always is, because you're like, okay, who's going to be the first, to support and all this stuff, and what package is going to do really well, and just how's it going to go? And bringing this back to my favorite four-letter word here is that me and my wife were working on this thing yesterday, and there's something that we had to do and we had to change, and there was no way around just doing the work and putting the work in and just getting it done. There's just no way around it. And I said to her, I said, look, sometimes we just got to put in the work, right? Like we just got to do this. And I literally was just typing away and just doing stuff and just making it happen. There's no way around it. There's just certain things that just require hard work that are not always fun. Work is four letters, by the way, W-O-R-K, work. And just putting that work in, putting the effort in, going the extra mile has always served me so much. And depending on how much money I want to make with regards to this, Kickstarter is dependent on how hard I want to work and how hardcore I'm going to go at this thing and push and push and push, and how much money I really, want to raise, and how badly I really want this thing, because it's a big deal, and I have to want it. I remember I had to put in so much work for the last Kickstarter, and for this new one, I'm just really, really stoked to just, going to do the Facebook Lives, tons of Instagram Lives, YouTube Lives. I'm just going to hit it. I'm going to smash it. I'm going to keep going because, I got to hit some goals, and I want to get this music out there. I'm passionate about this. This isn't about dollar signs. This is about, I love the art on this thing. I love the music, the message that I've created. And so I am going to do every little thing I can. And sometimes some of it's not going to be fun. What's going to be fun later on today is I get to go work on a second verse. I get to go write a second verse for this song that we're going to finish called Grenades, which is freaking awesome. I can't wait to share that. And there's a really cool story I'll share with you guys about that on another podcast. I'll save that for a different episode. But I can't wait to do that. But part of it that, I'm kind of excited, but it's going to be work, is I'm going to be engineering my vocals for the chorus. And, I've been singing for the last years. Sometimes rapping comes a little bit more natural to me now as far as, attitude, style, trying new things. I'm probably still a better rapper than singer as far as confidence, because there's just some new things with singing and holding the notes and stuff. I feel like I'm definitely willing to try certain creative stuff, but there's just different parts of holding the notes and, giving attitude when singing. I'm getting good at it, but I'm not as strong as when with rapping and putting that style and flavor, I guess, to it. And so I'm learning. And so yesterday I tracked a bit of vocals and sent it to my guys, and they liked it. They dug it, and I was like, yeah, that's just the first attempt, and let me sleep on it, let me sit with it for a little bit, and I'm gonna go at it again today, because it was near the end of the day, but I just wanted to kind of get the melody in my head. And this is the thing, and I've noticed this huge when when you're performing a song for the first time, especially on stage, you're not as confident as you are after you've performed it like 20 times or 30 times. You know what I mean? Like, I did a new song the other day, and it was funny. I was having so much fun doing it, but I could tell I was way more confident singing the songs that I had sung 100 times. And so I know in the studio today, maybe the first take isn't going to be the one that we keep. It might be the fourth or the fifth once I start to get really confident, and then I can start playing with it. Because then once I know the words so much, I know exactly what I'm saying, then I can start bending the notes and trying different things and hold different places and be creative with it and play with it. And I think it was someone who said that, once you've mastered something, then you can break the rules and try different things. But if I haven't mastered the vocal or memorized it or know exactly what I'm aiming for, I can't start putting my own flavor on it. And so that's going to be fun / a challenge, right? Because I don't have someone in the engineer booth, like a producer, saying, hey, re-sing that or do that part, or you're a little bit pitchy. I got to kind of do it myself. And I'm starting to get good at it, but it's just something that, I gotta learn and stretch and grow. Like I always say, you can't shrink into greatness. You have to stretch and you have to try different stuff. But I'll tell you, it's saving me a lot of money and time learning how to engineer my own vocals and getting better at it so that I don't have to, fly to another studio and be away from my wife and my daughter for another night. I can just do it at home, as long as I'm not, of course, sacrificing the end product, which is a great song. And, that's why I'll say to the guys, hey, what else do we need? What else do we need? And, I will say sometimes not having that engineer there to brainstorm with and come up with stuff and hear stuff, we may or may not miss some things. And I kind of miss that creativity spontaneity. It's going to all just have to come from one person, which is me. And so I'm going to have to think of different things and different things to try and layers of vocals and harmonies and stuff like that to sing underneath to try and get the best thing, right? So anyways, it's going to be work, but it's fun work. But at the end of the day, it's work. And if I want the result if I want to see success, I got to be willing to put in the work in. And I just say that to you. Look, you might not want to put in the work for learning Facebook ads, but you need to do it. You don't want to put in the work to learn to become a better songwriter, but you need to do it. You don't want to learn how to, do a Kickstarter and put all the work in. Let me tell you, this thing's going to be freaking work now for the next 30 days. Like, I ain't doing anything else. Like, it is straight, like, Kickstarter, like, getting pricing on products, planning out, like, the shipping and the liner notes and all that stuff. And I'll be honest, like, I love the artwork, creating the art. I love creating the shirts, the packages. What I don't like so much is always, shipping it. I love it when I see the first 10 are always, really fun and just signing it. But then when you just got, hundreds, it's like, it's work, but that's why I always just put on something motivational and fun. And you just gotta like figure out how to get in your zone and just tackle it, and not think about it, stuff, especially if there's certain things that you don't like as much. And because, like, even doing this job of music, I love it. I love everything. It's great. But there's certain parts that I like more, and other parts that I don't like as much. But that's just a part of it. Anyone who says that, yeah, I want to live the dream with music and tour the world and whatever, they don't tell you that playing on stage is like the shortest amount of time. It's all the prep work. It's all the travel. It's all the stuff you got to deal with other personalities and managers and agents and just stuff that's not always as fun. And but at the end of the day, you gotta say, hey, is it worth it to me? To rock that stage and speak into people's lives. And because there's just nothing like singing on stage and seeing people getting touched by your songs, or someone saying your song helped me get through suicide or through a rough time in college or a breakup or saved my marriage. Jeez, I had a guy said my song Fighter helped save his marriage. And it's just like, dang, dude, like, that's crazy, like, how do you put a price tag on that, right? So anyways, the 4-letter word is work, W-O-R-K, work. Go do some, don't worry about the fear. Don't worry about not knowing. Just get in there, learn how to do it smarter. I'm hoping and believing that, this Kickstarter is going to be the best because I've also learned how to market, and I've learned how to promote better. So I'm not just working harder this time, I'm working smarter. So I can have technology work for me and help me and leverage that. And one of the things I'm using is ClickFunnels. And if you're a Fanbase University member, you're going to get this template that I'm using for free that we spent hours and hours on. It's literally worth thousands of dollars now that it's done. And you'll get all the data, and you'll get a little mini course with it. When you join Fanbase University, I'm giving you this Kickstarter template for free. And it's just going to help you so much, give you all the data, the reason, how to market it properly, the packages, so that you can kind of be on your own platform and you don't have to chase Kickstarter down for the money, or Indiegogo, or, GoFundMe or whatever these, and rest in peace Pledge Music, who stole a bunch of artists' money, and I almost didn't even get my money from them, but I did, thank God. But you're not paying exorbitant fees, and you stay in the driver's seat, you stay in control. You say when the campaign gets shut down, you say when it's open, you make changes on the fly, do whatever it is you want. And that's one of the big keys to success too, is maintaining control. When you give your rights over, you give control of your career over to somebody else. And that's a very dangerous place to be. You always want to maintain control, all right? And the way you get more confident in doing that is by learning, educating, and getting the information. And that's, of course, why I have Fanbase University, to transfer my 18-year-plus experience in the music industry over to your brain and to collapse the time frame, okay? Why would you spend 18 years learning the hard way like I did when you can shorten that in months or a year? You get all of my information by spending a year in Fanbase University as opposed to 18 years. You feel me? And you don't have to learn from me. Learn from someone else who's been in the game 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, but that's still doing it, okay? Isn't just, trying to help you market and do something, and they're not releasing an album. They're not doing a Kickstarter. They're not going to radio. You know what I mean? Like, make sure you're learning from people that are doing, not just talking and saying, oh, well, this is how we used to do it back in the day. Hey, well, guess what? Back in the day changes every year, okay? So you need people that are on the front lines. Anyways, I wish you nothing but success. I want to remind you, a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. And I guess if you want to see the Kickstarter live, just go to manifestkickstarter.com. I'll probably have sent an email to my listeners if you're on my email list. But just go to manifestkickstarter.com and you can see this thing. Use the template, whatever. Get feedback. See how I'm doing it. Look at the marketing. See how you can, use it for one of your launches. It could be for a Black Friday thing. Could be for a Christmas thing, sale, or just for your Kickstarter coming up. You know what I'm saying? So go to manifestkickstarter.com. And hey, if you even want to support, make a pledge and pre-order my new album. Of course, I would appreciate it. All right, guys, have an awesome day. So if you're a struggling artist and you're just trying to figure out this music industry, you want to go full-time with your music, you want to get noticed on social media, or learn how to launch an album, an EP, or just get your music more marketed out there, I want to encourage you to check out my coaching program called Fanbase University. Every single month, I jump on the phone 2 times with my students and I coach them and I teach them how to market their music, how to get noticed, how to handle booking agents, record labels, and just get their music out there. Also, you get access to exclusive training, you get interviews with music industry professionals. If you want to find out more and not do this on your own, not struggle, because I've wasted thousands of dollars on my career and now I want to coach other artists. Check out my program, fanbaseuniversity.com, or click the link below to find out more info.